You think they built their empire on something solid. Oh no, it's all built on lies, built on manipulation, on deception. It's a house of cards, carefully crafted and stacked to look like the world's most powerful structure. But you see through it. You always have. You've seen the cracks beneath the surface, the lies that hold everything together. And now, you're not just standing in the shadows watching them fall. You're the one who's setting the fire. You're the one who's burning down the empire they built with their lies. They lied to you. They lied to the world. They told you that you weren't enough, that you needed to conform, that you needed to follow their rules to make it in this world. They built a system that benefited them, a system that kept them at the top while keeping you stuck in place. They created an illusion of power, an illusion of control, and convinced you that you would never break free. They told you that your voice didn't matter, that your truth wasn't enough, that you had to play by their rules to survive. But you didn't buy it. You saw through their lies from the start. You saw how they manipulated the world around them, how they took advantage of the weak, how they made themselves the rulers of this broken system. They built an empire on their lies, and for a while they thought it would last forever. They thought they could continue to pull the strings, to control the narrative, to silence those who stood in their way. They thought they could crush you, make you question your worth, make you feel small, but you didn't break. You didn't crumble under their pressure. You stood tall, even when they tried to knock you down. And now, it's your turn. Your truth is a flame, and that flame is burning down the empire they built. The walls they erected with their lies are crumbling. The foundation they thought was solid is cracking, and everything they thought was untouchable is now collapsing in front of their eyes. Their empire was built on sand, and all it took was one person, one force to expose the cracks. You've been underestimated, haven't you? They thought you were just another pawn in their game, just another person they could manipulate, just another person they could break. But now look at you. Look at what you've done. You've taken their lies, you've exposed their weaknesses, and now they have nothing left to stand on. Their empire is crumbling, and it's all because you refused to stay silent, because you refused to play by their rules. They never saw you coming. They thought you were weak, but what they didn't realize is that the truth is the most powerful weapon of all. It's the one thing they couldn't control, the one thing they could never bury, no matter how hard they tried. They built their empire by controlling the narrative, by bending the truth to fit their needs, by making the world believe in their lies. But truth, real truth, has a power they could never understand. And now, that power is burning everything they've built to the ground. You've become the wrecking ball. You've become the storm that destroys everything in its path. Every lie they've told, every manipulation they've used to keep you in place, every attempt they made to control you, it all led to this moment. You've taken their lies and used them to fuel your rise. Every time they tried to push you down, you only grew stronger. Every time they thought they had you cornered, you found a way to break free. And now, you're standing in the middle of their empire, watching it fall apart, knowing that it was your truth that brought it all down. Do you see it now? Do you see how fragile their empire really was? They were never as powerful as they made themselves seem. They were never as invincible as they wanted you to believe. They just had the resources to create a world where their lies were the only thing that mattered. They created a system that was designed to keep you in check, to keep you in your place, but you broke it. You shattered the illusion. It's funny, isn't it? They thought they could hold you down forever. They thought they could silence your voice, but now, your voice is the only thing that matters. Your truth is the weapon that's taking everything from them. And they're too late to stop it. They're too late to fix the cracks. Your truth has already spread. It's already set the world on fire. Now, they have nothing left. They have no empire, no foundation to stand on. They've been exposed and they know it. The world can see them for who they really are. frauds, liars, manipulators. And they'll never be able to rebuild what they had. Because once the truth comes out, once the lies are exposed, there's no going back. The damage is done. Their empire is gone. And it's all because you had the courage to speak the truth, to stand against their lies, to burn everything they built down. They wanted you to stay in your place. They wanted you to be quiet, to accept the world they created for you, to play by their rules. But you didn't. You stood up, you spoke out, you fought for your truth. And now, you're watching them fall. They thought they could break you, but they were wrong. They underestimated your strength, your power, and your will to rise above their lies. Their empire is gone. And now, you're the one holding the power. It's your truth that has shattered their illusions. It's your truth that has burned their empire to the ground. And now, you get to build something new. You get to create a world that's built on honesty, integrity, and strength. You get to rise from the ashes and claim the power that's rightfully yours. They thought they could destroy you, but in the end, they only gave you the strength to burn it all down. Now that their empire is nothing but smoldering ruins, it's time to realize something crucial. The collapse of their world isn't just your victory. It's a reminder. It's a reminder that you don't need their lies to stand tall. You don't need their deceitful systems to prove your worth. Your truth was always the weapon they feared, and it's the one thing they could never take from you. The truth you carry, the strength inside of you, is untouchable. It's yours, and no amount of manipulation, no amount of control, no amount of lies can take that away. What you've done is monumental. You've torn down something that seemed unshakable, unbreakable, and you did it without even lifting a finger to fight them. You didn't need to play their game. You didn't need to meet their lies with more of your own. No, instead, you stood in the center of their world, and you simply let the truth shine through. And the moment it did, the empire they spent so long building, the empire they used to trap people in fear, began to crumble. One lie at a time, one moment of clarity at a time. They relied on the truth being hidden, buried beneath layers of deceit. They thought they could keep you in the dark, that you would never be able to see the cracks in their false kingdom. But you did, and once you saw the truth, you didn't hesitate to expose it. You didn't wait for permission. You didn't beg for approval. You just let your truth flow, and in doing so you dismantled everything they had. And now their empire is no more, and they have no one to blame but themselves. Do you feel that power now? It's the power that comes when you stand in your own truth, when you stop pretending to be what they want you to be. That power is infinite. That power is unstoppable. And the beauty of it is, it's yours, and no one can take it from you. It's the kind of power that makes you realize that everything you've been told, everything they've fed you, is just noise. They wanted you to believe that you were small, insignificant, that you couldn't fight back against the giants they created. But what they never understood is that you are the giant. Your truth is the real power, and the moment you realize that everything they built came crashing down. Let's not forget what they did to you, what they tried to do to you. They lied, they manipulated, they built a system designed to keep you under their thumb. They tried to break you, tried to bend you to their will. And for a time, it worked, but not anymore. Because now you understand the most important thing there is to know. They can only control you if you let them. They can only win if you believe in their lies. And the moment you stop believing in their lies, the moment you embraced your truth, you took away their power. The lies they spread were never meant for you to hear. They were meant to keep you silent, keep you subdued, keep you small. But you're not small. You're a force to be reckoned with. And now the world will know it. They thought they could contain you, thought they could trap you in a system that only worked for them. But you shattered it. You burned it all down. And now you get to rebuild. But this time it's on your terms. This time it's built on truth, not lies. They've spent their lives trying to control the narrative, trying to rewrite history in their favor, but they forgot one simple thing. History is written by the victors, and now you are the victor. You've taken their lies and turned them into fuel for your fire. You've taken their manipulations and turned them into stepping stones for your rise. And now, as their empire lies in ruins, you are standing tall, looking out at the world you are about to reshape. You are the one who gets to decide the future, not them. You are the one who gets to control the narrative. The beautiful thing is that you didn't need their empire to succeed. You didn't need their approval, their crown, or their throne. What you needed was the courage to stand in your truth. What you needed was the strength to say, no more, I'm not playing your game. And once you made that choice, once you took control of your own narrative, everything changed. Their empire collapsed because it was built on lies. Your rise is inevitable because it is built on truth. So what happens next? You keep moving forward, you keep rising, you keep building. The world is yours now. You've proven that you don't need their empire to succeed. You don't need their lies to feel powerful. You've shown the world that all it takes is one person, one truth, to bring down everything they've built. And now you get to take what's left. You get to build something new, something real, something lasting. And as you do, remember this: they wanted you to be small. They wanted you to be nothing more than a pawn in their game. But now they'll realize that they were wrong. You're not a pawn, you're the queen. You're the king. You're the ruler of your own fate, and they'll never have the power to control you again, because their lies, they're gone. And your truth, it's what the world is built on now, and it will never be stopped. Make sure to like and subscribe and say hello to the Batman for me.